Welcome to our webinar, Powder Handling for the 21st Century. Our speaker today is Rob Acton, Global Director, Strategic Partnerships at Carpenter Additive. Carpenter Technology offers a diverse alloy portfolio of titanium, cobalt, and steel-based material solutions for the orthopedic device industry. The Carpenter Additive Division provides end-to-end contract manufacturing solutions, including alloy development, powder atomization, and additive manufacturing production, assisting companies in de-risking innovation and accelerating development.
Welcome all to today's webinar, which will introduce Carpenter's answer to the challenges of powder handling in a production environment. We really appreciate everyone for giving up their time to join today, and hopefully it will be an informative session for all. Without further ado, let's start by considering the barriers to effective powder lifecycle management and how they are impacting our confidence and holding us back from moving from prototyping to production. The most common themes we hear back from our customers are on the screen. What we'd like to do is launch a live poll. On the screen, you'll see we've broken that list into 5 subcategories. Of those 5, which do you feel are most critical to address as an industry? Safety. Across all themes, first and foremost is safety, our number one corporate value, and critically important with powder. We risk health, safety, and environmental breaches through ingestion of PPEs not 100% effective, or from airborne particulate that has carried across the site. Machine utilization. Machines are constantly evolving with higher powers and more lasers. Many machine OEMs have incorporated powder management systems or have options to add them onto existing platforms, but these are expensive and are constrained to that machine, resulting in longer downtimes, increased preventative maintenance schedules, and non-standard equipment. Environmental impact. As an industry, our environmental footprint is growing. Many users today still receive their powder in plastic containers and then struggle with the ethical disposal. Powder exposure. Powder vendors and manufacturers aren't aligned, and the knock-on effect to production is our operators have to expose powder upon use, risking the ingress of moisture and contamination from foreign bodies. And then finally, the digital thread. While many of our partners today are focused on production, they are, of course, gathering vast amounts of data, but often as a standard protocol as opposed to analyzing and leveraging the data for continual improvement of the process. So we can see from the results here that there's a pretty even spread of answers highlighting how we're all affected by similar things. It's interesting to see, and what I would have expected, so not surprising, these are the challenges we look to address as the industry moves towards serial production. Despite the challenges posed by COVID-19 over the past 14 months, additive manufacturing continues to see sustainable growth. We see this in the number of end-use parts for highly demanding markets. Over 30% of total AM usage is for the manufacture of end parts. Currently, 90% of AM parts for medical and 60% of aerospace parts are designated as production parts. Common applications include spinal cages and acetabular cups, heat exchangers, blades and brackets, and then RF filters and antenna parts. This growth further highlights that today's powder handling options are inadequate and will at best grow proportionally and must be addressed in order to meet future production demands. Carpenter Additive's powder life ecosystem is our vision that we're turning into a reality with continued development of new and existing products to achieve the closed loop solution you see here. This is key to eliminating many of the common issues we discussed earlier. The uniqueness of our ecosystem is that it's specifically designed to be machine agnostic. So our partners aren't reliant on machine OEM equipment and can standardize powder management operations across the shop, driving down costs, increasing production efficiencies, and enabling vertical integration within the supply chain. The on-screen schematic demonstrates how Carpenter Additive's range of products form these key steps. From incoming material and reusable bulk containers, powder loading and unloading solutions, and integration of our equipment to other key powder management operations, all while capturing the digital thread. What we'll do now is talk a little bit more about some of the products in detail. The majority of today's metal AM powder is sold in small plastic containers, and we know these are prone to damage, time-consuming to decant from, and give rise to moisture ingress, contamination, and health, safety, and environmental risks to our operators. These containers are a problem today and will continue to be as the industry scales. The hopper mitigates these risks by offering a safe, reusable option and is a certified method for transportation of bulk powder. Some features of the hopper include stainless steel body and base. The hoppers are designed to allow for inerting of powder. They have passed the segregation test for both aluminum and steel, which was conducted through a 2,000-mile road simulation. And they're certified for safe powder storage and transport, both reactive and non-reactive materials. The hopper is the foundational piece of hardware for Powder Life. It allows partners to regress to the closed loop solution we shared earlier. Let's move on to our more automated components. Here you see some products from our standard catalog. As discussed, our hoppers eliminate plastic waste and are designed and certified to safely transport bulk powder from vendor to site, offering safe and efficient storage in line with national and local regulations. Our universal hopper can then be connected to our machine-agnostic automated decanting and docking solutions to convey powder into machine container vessels or directly into the printer itself. Both systems offer improved operational efficiencies and mitigate the risk of operator and powder exposure. Our other complementary products, such as hopper blending and integration into third-party powder management equipment, offer the full closed-loop ecosystem to ensure the raw material and build repeatability and reproducibility. Governing the entire ecosystem is our software platform, which simplifies and streamlines capturing of the digital thread and what we believe is a foundation to the digitalization of your AM operations. The modular docking system is a new product to transfer powder safely and efficiently from the Carpenter additive hopper to the AM platform. It is specifically designed to be machine agnostic, so removing the reliance on machine manufactured solutions that are often costly, non-transferable, and generally result in powder exposure as they require manual loading of powder. The system is more tailored towards large machines where bulk quantities of powder are required for loading and loading operations. It'll work with any size of machine and centers around delivering significantly improved operational efficiency while minimizing the risk of powder exposure. Benefits of auto docking are that it directly loads the machine with powder, meaning that plastic waste can be eliminated and we can minimize the exposure of powder to the environment and our operators. There's an 80% reduction cycle time in the load and unload process for the machine. So we're seeing significant operational efficiency gains through creating this main artery for powder directly from the hopper. And when we talk about increased capacity, it's increased saleable capacity. So operational efficiency gains equated to time saved. So more laser on time to increase saleable capacity. Minimize or elimination of PPE requirements. With the closed loop processing, the PPE requirements can be reduced, improving operator well-being and saving on PPE costly expenditure. And finally, and critically, improve build consistency through a repeatable, accurate, and controlled process. Carpenter Additive's docking solution enable significant operational efficiency benefits, as well as providing safer working environments, reducing the risks of exposure and contamination, while offering a scalable platform for future growth. The next few images highlight the process improvement enabled through use of the powder conveying equipment. So we touched on the reduction in cycle time due to automating the load and unload process and the potential to run build setup concurrently. Utilizing the automated docking station, we've reduced cycle time from 500 to 90 minutes, allowing for increased machine utilization, increasing production capacity, and driving down costs. On the left, you can see the images of the current state. Operators required to handle and transport the 45 10-kilogram plastic containers, which is the equivalent of the capacity of the standard 120-liter hoppers. It's time-consuming, requires multiple trips up and down a ladder, increasing risk of powder exposure and the opportunity for powder spillage. With Powder Life's auto docking station, that ergonomic risk is eliminated. Operators don't need to work at height and transport heavy loads. And then the closed powder conveyance system allows for reduced PPE requirements. Similar to the docking system, Carpenter Additive's decanting system follows the same modular architecture and uses the same HMI to further standardize powder management operations and again offer the same ability to transfer powder safely and efficiently. The decanting system is designed to service smaller machines that have small removable powder vessels and will allow the user to automatically decant a given weight of powder within plus or minus 1 pound. This is controlled via the ergonomically positioned HMI. The solution offers quick and easy powder loading for smaller machine platforms while eliminating powder exposure to the operator environment. Today's focus is on Carpenter Additive's hardware solutions to provide our partners with a powder management system designed around full-scale production. It also lays the foundation for a fully integrated and intelligent digital solution. Now, while this video plays, I will try and walk you through some of the key features of the auto decanting station in more detail. What you'll see now is the operator load the hopper onto the decanting system using a standard electric pallet truck. Note the level of PPE the operator has on. This is by accident. This was through a measured experiment to determine the risk of exposure to the operator. We have our load cells and guide pins to accommodate the hopper and let us know the initial mass of powder in the system. The dosing system essentially controls the automated transfer of powder using the HMI. Once loaded, the operator then logs into the system and selects type of hopper that's been installed, along with the alloy type that's being used. The system walks the operator through the hopper connection procedure. This is all done without the need for tools, as you'll see here. The hopper requires grounding before the system will operate. This is ensured with a self-testing grounding system. The light is flashing green to show it's grounded. The operator will now load the container to be decanted into. This can be set up on the system to any volume. The operator presses a button to connect to the lower container connection. The system has multiple sensors to ensure process steps are followed and will not proceed until these are met. The particular sensor ensures the container valve is open so powder cannot be split on the floor. The operator selects the required amount of powder to be dosed. The system is self-testing, will not proceed without grounding. See, the operator is now proceeding to ground the bottom container if they want to continue. Now the operator can continue safely. You can see the weight climbing as it is transferred to the lower container. The system has large indicator lights for aiding efficient machine management on a large factory print floor. All of this is to allow for the safe, accurate transfer of powder in a production environment. It goes without saying that uncontrolled inventory or loss of traceability can quickly allow costs to spiral. Ways of working today just aren't robust, let alone scalable, nor do they offer significant opportunity for vertical supply chain or digital integration and/or automation. Powder Life Online is our new software platform from which Carpenter Additive aims to address some of today's challenges. It was originally developed for internal use to ensure we captured the full digital thread while streamlining and error-proofing the powder management process. Realizing the potential, we've launched the entry-level, no-cost license as a simple-to-use and secure cloud-based digital platform to serve as the foundation to the production AM process. It acts as a single system, eliminating the need for spreadsheets and as a single point of truth for managing powder inventory and capturing critical to quality data. Our no-cost license is designed as a community product to support the industrialization of AM and offers all users the ability to capture both inventory and traceability to provide confidence. Feel free to get in touch for a demonstration and register now for your no-cost license at carpenteradditive.com/powderlifeonline. Carpenter Additive is invested in driving the growth of additive manufacturing. As discussed, Powder Life offers our partners with a solution concentrated around increasing levels of integration, automation, and connectivity. We've shared where we are today, but everything we do has an eye on the future. Our technology roadmap highlights where we believe the industry is moving. Fully automated production floors, total integration of software and hardware across AM platforms and ancillary equipment, secure digital supply chains, inline powder characterization, and ultimately, the ability for Carpenter to provide managed powder services to our partners. Our goal is not just to provide powder, but to provide confidence in your powder lifecycle management operations. As the industry accelerates more and more toward widespread serial production opportunities, efficient and secure powder handling becomes more and more critical. Creating a closed-loop powder management solution provides the foundation, which enables an intelligent, data-driven production process. At Carpenter, we pride ourselves on providing innovative material and technical solutions for our partners. This is because we have 130 plus years of experience with specialty materials and continue to invest in the tools and solutions to advance the industry. Carpenter offers technological innovation, patented technology around powder handling and lifecycle management. The only dedicated powder traceability software on the market where the data is collected directly from the system and offers a level of granularity suited to critical industries. Project experience. We've been successful in providing solution-based program deployment both internally and externally with OEMs, service bureaus, and research and technology institutions. We have a proven and structured project approach with appropriate governance, stakeholder management, project plans, and change control. And then the people and process that make up Carpenter Technology. We have a dedicated in-house development team of software, hardware, and electrical engineers, a wide team of metallurgists with focused on multiple different materials, and a network of trusted suppliers and partners ranging from software, subcon, fabrication, and technology. Before we close out, I just want to end with a bit of a call to action here. We have a system installed at our Emerging Technology Center in Athens. We have a number of beta partners that are signed up, but we are interested in working with some additional beta partners. So if anyone is interested in working with Carpenter on any of the equipment that you've seen here, please reach out and we'd be happy to discuss how that may work.
Thank you to Rob, and thank you to those watching. You can learn more from Carpenter Technology and Carpenter Additive at carpentertechnology.com. And you can access more additive manufacturing and materials education from OMTech's virtual series at omtechexpo.com.